When Abram was conceived, there was also Assyrian and Hebrew fighting. And in his time and day, Assyrians were seen as the indecency. And when I would cater to him, I would secretly convey to him that there was nowhere to go. And since Assyrians despised anything that resembled the Son and the Father, every Hebrew had to live in fear of Assyrian men when they went out to find small deposits of water. And of course, back then, an Assyrian woman or man could be stoned for drinking within this indecency. And so when Abram's mother got stoned to death, he was only a little older than you when you lost Nunut and ran and hid alongside his father, because Assyrian men were paid to capture and bring back Israelites, and Assyrians, when most people thought King Ramses II was drowned in the water, when in all truth be told, the Assyrians ate him and left him scattered amongst the bones. And of course, they were no match for the Zulu or mighty young prince. And so King Solomon became prince and king of Egypt all alone. And when all the Egyptians found was scattered clothes and discarded remains, they knew our king had made his trouble, because none of his men had come back with any enemies. And for this, Hermes thought to escape along with Abram's father and a few other Egyptian Hebrew Israelites they know. And so when the moon struck noon on the sundial, they hatched their escape and took to the forest. And Abram's father was the first to run the farthest. And when he had reached a tree, he stopped to see if he was being pursued. But all it was Hermes and others running after. And when I look back, I could not set my esteem on running out, but the first to lead Hermes and my people. And when we made it to a place, I said, here is where men don't know no better. And that is where our spirit was thought to be lost, because we had wandered over into the land of Assyrians as Egyptian Hebrews. And there was no time for war with any of them, because now it is the land of the pagan Arab. But back then, it was pure desert, and the sands of Africa are entirely different from her dirt. And there was never a thought about where to get water, because we could drink from the gills of fish. And when he was a small man, he still offered others fish. And that is why the world would never know another as Seth. But that is the faith of the Assyrians, and he is his own indecency. And that is why Abram was named after his father, because in the faith of the Assyrian Hebrews, our faith and way of life meant nothing.